reasons why I love you and none of them rhyme. 9 times 9, 81, Bonnie and Clyde. We got high and sat by the Wellington sign. I had one hell of a time, it's rock and roll till I...
Welcome to the Green Tea, Freedom and Truth channel. This is Tristan. It's good to have the Green Tea team back for this Friday, the 30th of October edition of the video. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and a big thank you and much appreciation for everyone who is engaged with the content, liking and subscribing to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the illegality of the lockdown measures. Lawyers are filing lawsuits all around the world on governments for the illegal actions. We know in New Zealand it has already been proven in a court of law that the first 9 days of our communist totalitarian style lockdown was considered unlawful. In Germany they're filing lawsuits around the world. People are standing up. So in that context, it is important to look at some background information. One fact that I found very interesting was that the definition of the word pandemic 12 years ago was changed. The parameters for what a pandemic has changed. And prior to 2008, 12 years ago, a pandemic was a disease that spread worldwide, which led to many serious illnesses and deaths. That was the previous meaning of a pandemic. Now a pandemic is a worldwide disease only, so did not require the many serious illnesses and deaths. So, and it is driven, the pandemic, the scamdemic, is driven by the PCR tests, the inaccurate PCR tests. It isn't illnesses and fatalities. The hospitals are quiet all around the world. And I've been listening to a guy, I'm going to leave a link, Reiner Fuellmich from Germany. He is a trial lawyer. He is part of a team that is the Corona Investigative Committee. They are suing the German government for their unlawful actions, and I'll leave a link to his video below. It's a 45-minute video. He is a registered lawyer in both Germany and in America, so he's registered in two countries. And here's some of the things he has to say about the corona scandal.
This corona crisis, according to all we know today, must be renamed a corona scandal. And those responsible for it must be criminally prosecuted and sued for civil damages. On a political level, everything must be done to make sure that no one will ever again be in a position of such power as to be able to defraud humanity or to attempt to manipulate us with their corrupt agendas.
And I like what Reiner says about getting ourselves into a position where never again can the elected officials overstep their mark, overstep their boundaries of what they can do, and enforce their agendas and will on the people. It's really now that we're, France is going into a lockdown. I had a Green Tea team member message me. They are now going into a whole nother cycle of lockdowns from now into December. Other countries are rolling into lockdowns. These things are happening. It is not, it's important for us to look outside and just see, okay, they're continuing this cycle, and I like this, how Reiner talks about this as well.
Corona fraud scandal, which has meanwhile unfolded into probably the greatest crime against humanity ever committed.
Possibly the greatest crime against humanity ever committed. And the Green Tea team members get it. Critical thinking, using our intuition, reason, logic, intuitive faculties. And it's good to hear it from this highly educated man who has been part of a team that successfully prosecuted Deutsche Bank for their nefarious and illegal dealings, successfully prosecuted VW for their diesel scandal. This is a highly influential and educated person with good thinking and reasoning skills. And also, let's hear his thoughts on the PCR test. I have done 5 videos over my 100 or so videos on the inaccuracy and the flaws of the PCR test.
Is there a corona pandemic, or is there only a PCR test pandemic? Specifically, does a positive PCR test result mean that the person tested is infected with COVID-19, or does it mean absolutely nothing in connection with the COVID-19 infection?
The case-demic, the PCR test demic, you know, it is driving all of these actions. This highly inaccurate, up to 80% asymptomatic, no symptom, no or mild to low symptoms people testing positive. It is as good as a flip of a coin. And I had a green tea, I had someone jump into the comment section and they were saying, but the deaths, the people who have passed away, and I've done videos on this, 157,000 people pass away daily in an ordinary day, pre-COVID, pre the V word. You know, 56, 57 million people in 2015 in a calendar year left their bodies. It is not having effect. Old people that are sick are the most likely to pass away. So, and who are the people that are getting affected? Allegedly. You know, the easiest to manipulate the figures on.
Because the allegedly new and highly dangerous coronavirus has not caused any excess mortality anywhere in the world, and certainly not here in Germany. But the anti-corona measures, whose only basis are the PCR test results, which are in turn all based on the German Dresden test, have, in the meantime, caused the loss of innumerable human lives.
I did a video 2 weeks into the lockdown at the beginning of April this year, talking about how the lockdown and the economic, mental and social effects of the lockdowns would have far more negative consequences on human life, human health and well-being than the V word 19, and that is now coming to pass. We are now seeing that. Even the World Unhealth Organization, the communist-influenced UN New World Order World Unhealth Organization doctors are coming out publicly and saying that, partly because they know they're going to get prosecuted for their advice.
I want to say it again. We in the World Health Organization do not advocate lockdowns as a primary means of control of this virus. The only time we believe a lockdown is justified is to buy you time to reorganize, regroup, rebalance your resources, protect your health workers who are exhausted. But by and large, we'd rather not do it. And so we really do appeal to all world leaders. Stop using lockdown as your primary control method.
Straight from the horse's mouth. A World Unhealth Organization doctor. Poverty, starvation, mental health, suicide, all of these things are having a far greater toll on the human population than the V word, the scam, you know, the V word 19, which has had no raise in mortality through the whole world. So there's some good information there. Please share this video, let people see what's out there. The WHO, World Health Unhealth Organization, flip-flopping, masks, no masks, so inconsistent. We need to look through that, look through the veil of lies. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Have courage, speak your truth, support each other, have faith and have fun. Peace out.